This is Dr. O'Hara, and I'm going to finish up my screencast here on the internship draft, starting with the results section, or Chapter 4. This is the analysis of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, which will allow you to analyze if you were able to meet your learning objectives or not. One more thing I want to say about abbreviations is that once you explain the abbreviation, you don't keep explaining the abbreviation. The purpose for using abbreviations is to save space in a manuscript. So technically, once you explain it, you don't go back to the spelled out version. Some instructors are picky about this, but Dr. Kelly is not. Remember that strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats are at the organizational level. Strengths and weaknesses are internal to the organization. Opportunities and threats are external to the organization. Notice here that the entire paper is double spaced. There's no extra spaces between any of the headings. This heading here for strengths is a level 3 heading. You want to be sure to say which learning objectives you were able to meet or not meet because of the strengths. Same thing for the weaknesses. You may have had some weaknesses, but they didn't affect your learning objectives, or they may have. So you can address that. Opportunities. Oftentimes there are no opportunities or nothing that was identifiable, and that's fine. Threats are usually related to funding and competition, and probably did not have any effect on your learning objectives. Chapter 5, or the section here on discussion, conclusions, and recommendations, is the last section. The discussion is a recap of your experience, emphasizing a few salient points. The conclusions are your final thoughts about the experience. Your recommendations are for the facility, could be for your mentor, and even for the university. The references are the last part of the paper, and they are a level 1 heading on a page all their own. We want to use the hanging indent style, so we want to check that in our paragraph here, that it is hanging indent and that it is single spaced. Here are some examples. One is a book and the other one is a journal. You can look in chapters 6 and 7 of the 6th edition of the APA journal in order to get some examples. Just a reminder that the first word in the title, any proper nouns in the title, and the first word after a colon in the title are the only ones that are capitalized. For a journal entry, notice that the italics includes this first number here, which is the issue, but does not continue for the volume or the page numbers. Be sure to change any hyperlinks from blue to black. If you have an appendix, don't forget about the title page for the appendix, and then each appendix has a title, Appendix A, Appendix B, so forth, and are each on their own page. See page 7 of the style guide in order to get the format. Remember that this is written in the third person and in the past tense. Read your paper aloud and be sure to use the spell check and grammar check to see if there are any words that you want to change or any punctuation you want to put in. Oftentimes it does alert you to a spelling error. Please be sure to put your name in the title of the document when you save it. Otherwise, we have 25 papers that all have the same title, and it's difficult to retrieve them and return them to you. Thank you for your attention on the internship draft.